Hello everybody, hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I'm sorry that it's taking me this long to upload a video, but I do have two paintings coming out here very soon. One of them is going to be a full Let's Paint, that's probably going to be about an hour long, and then the other one's going to be probably a 10-minute painting, and that's going to be a real-time video painting. So stay tuned, because I do got some cool stuff coming, but I do want to tell you what I have been up to and show you what I've been up to. So this has kind of kept me busy for a little while, and I have spent all my income tax money. I've spent a couple bonus paychecks, so I am all ready to rock and roll, man, and I'm super excited because finally I get to clear coat with a paint gun instead of using the rattle cans. So I got a bunch of stuff that I will run through, and I'll show you what I'm doing and what I plan on doing, and hopefully you guys enjoy, because this is going to be a super good time, and some of these other videos that are going to be coming out are going to be a lot of fun also. So let me start off with my paint gun setup that I have, that I just recently purchased. Let's roll! So here is the two guns that I just bought not too long ago. It's got two different needle sizes, one for painting, one for clear coating, and then you got a third one down here, probably to push out some of the thicker paint for heavier primers and stuff like that. I did open it up, so I have cleaned out this gun. So I got all the oils and stuff out of here, and it's all ready to spray some clear coat with it. I'm super excited about that. I did have plans on using this solder gun here, but when I plugged in the air hose, I did notice that I have an air leak right here, and the threads were somewhat stripped out. I don't know how they got that way, but I could have probably re-tapped the handle here and put another fitting in there, but I didn't feel like messing around with any of that, and that's why I just went ahead and bought all new stuff. So, and it really wasn't that expensive for these guns. It was kind of like a lower, cheaper end of the Devil Bliss or Devil Bliss, or however you say the name. I have everything already hooked on here. I have no air leaks. Everything works really good, and I have not sprayed anything out of here other than some thinner to kind of clean the gun out and stuff like that. So it is ready to rock and roll with some clear coat, which I'm super excited about. So that is going to be in an upcoming video really shortly. So I am super pumped about using this gun, and I am no professional, so I just enjoy experimenting and learning and stuff like that. So if my stuff doesn't come out, like quality stuff, then you know what, that's the whole point of learning, and I'm having fun. So the only way to get better is to practice and practice and practice. So that's exactly what I'm going to do with this gun. And I have not used one of these things for a very long time, so I know I'm going to be really bad and rusty at it, but that is okay, because practice makes perfect. This is going to be the 2K clear that I'm going to be using. I got the clear coat here, I got the activator here, and I just picked up the reducer here if I need it. This is all ready to rock and roll. So next I got a Makita. This is a polisher slash buffer slash sander. I figured I'd just buy all in one, so then I can just have this thing and I can use it for a lot of other stuff. So this thing is an absolute beast. It does have a handle here that you can attach it this way or attach it this way. And then it has another handle, this handle on this side, or you can attach it on this side. So can't wait to use this thing. This thing is so cool, and I should be able to get some really nice artwork and stuff being, polished out with some clear coat and stuff like that. So super excited about this bad boy. So I also got a variety of these sanding pads here for my Makita. They go from a 600 grit all the way up to a 3000 grit, and all you got to do is just attach this right on there, and then I just put this onto my Makita, and I am off to start sanding. Here's some paint mixing sticks. Here's a cup to mix paint or clear coat in. And then I got a couple more cups. These are bigger ones. Stay paint strainer. This will keep all the particles and dust and dirt and stuff like that from going into your gun and then shooting it out onto whatever you're wanting to paint or whatever you're wanting to clear coat. So it's nice to have these little things. It's got like little filters on them. I got another variety pack of sandpaper. So this is from 400 grit and it goes down to 120 grit. So after when I'm done using clear coat on a canvas, I figure I can just go ahead and just polish it up, just using this little microfiber little disc in here and just kind of hand polish it. But if it's a bigger picture or bigger canvas or bigger something that I'm using the clear coat on, I got me some Meguiar's polish here. And I figure I can just go ahead and just slap the polisher on my Makita and I can just run with it. So I should be able to polish some stuff really nice and really quick and get some really good results with this stuff. This right here is a 17-gallon Husky air compressor. This is my older one. And say hello to my new air compressor. So I absolutely dig this thing. This is a 30-gallon Husky air compressor. I like it because it actually stands vertical. So it takes up less space than the other one, because the other one, my older one, was horizontal, so it kind of laid down and it took up a little bit more space than what this one does. And I got me a Flexzilla hose right here. This is a 3/8, and I got it going on down, and I drilled a hole. I got to actually patch that up just so I don't have no critters or any kind of bugs crawl through that. But I punched a hole right on through, and that leads on out to my garage. These are two 20-inch box fans. I have a third one out there in the garage. I will put filters here in front of them. And I do have a paint booth, so I have been looking around a lot out there. I thought about making one. I thought about building one. I thought about buying one. I didn't know which way to go, so I kind of sat on it for a little while. So I came up with a tent. So I bought a camping tent. It's a 6-person tent. It's very big. I can do a full walk around it. I don't have it set up in my garage yet, but it takes about like 60 seconds for me to set it up. I wanted something, so it took really quick, and I can do it by myself. So the faster it is, the faster I can get in there. I can paint, and the faster I can take it apart and just put it back in my back bedroom, and it's easily assembled and disassembled. So that works perfect for me. I have not used it at all yet. I do have to buy a light to mount inside just so I can see what's going on in there. But other than that, I got a paint booth. And I'll have to show you here soon. So that's basically all I have. And I figure I would go ahead and do something a little bit different in this video. So we are going to be doing some painting still, but it's going to be a different type of painting, and it has to do with something out there in my garage. Hopefully you guys will enjoy my audio. I have to tell you that the video camera, it's actually a GoPro. It's the first generation GoPro, so it is super outdated. It's super old. And I have to warn you that the audio and stuff like that does sound a little bit weird. So hopefully it doesn't bother you too much. But like I said, it's going to be a different type of painting. But regardless, we're still going to be doing some painting. But we're going to be doing it outside in the garage. So let's roll. So this is my 2005 Dodge Neon. This is the SRT4 version. I'll give you a quick walk around. I have been doing a little bit of painting. I did paint this caliper right here all green. I did take it off. I made sure everything was all nice and it was in working order because I had almost a catastrophe with that brake caliper over there. It stuck and I had smoke rolling out of that side. So this is what I've been doing. I have been painting brake calipers, and we have been painting lug nuts. I just put some black matte plastic dip on that wheel over there, and I still need to paint 3 more. And I already replaced both of those calipers up there, both of those brake lines up there, and we're replenishing with all new brake fluid, and then we're bleeding them all. So that's what I'm doing, and let me go grab my lug nuts. We'll put this tire back on, we'll torque it down, and then we'll drop this side, and we'll go on over there to the other side, and then we'll raise it up, and I have to bleed the brakes. I have to paint the rest of the lug nuts green. We got to paint the caliper green, and then we're going to paint the wheel black, as in the flat black. And yeah, let's roll. Alright, I'll have to repaint that. Let me get the other two lug nuts here. We'll have to clean these off. Here's the two black ones. These three are already primered. I'll put some green paint on here. These ones right here, just sand them down a little bit, get the black off. And then we're going to primer them with some of this flame proof. And then we will put some green paint on there. I probably did. Alright, first things first. Now I'm going to bleed this brake. So I just got me a little water bottle here, got some brake fluid in, and I got me a little hose. So I'm going to see if I can wedge this bottle in here. And I'll take this hose and we'll attach it to the bleeder valve. Just like that. And now we'll just crack it open just a little bit. Like that, and then I will pump the brake. So basically what I'm doing is I'm bleeding the old brake fluid out of here. I just have me a little rubber hose right here. I got 11 millimeter wrench over top of the bleeder valve, and I just cracked it a little bit, and then I just have it in this little ghetto bottle. So I just go up there and to the driver's seat, and I just kind of pump the brake a couple times, and then it just kind of pushes this fluid around and then drops it right down into the bottle here. And I know that I do have a little bit of air in here, but that brake over there I just cleaned out, so that one's all nice and good. We just gotta do it with this one, and then the next thing we're gonna do the passenger wheel over there, and then we're gonna do the driver's side. So we're gonna flush that out, and then the new brake fluid and stuff pumped through, and then that's it. I should have really good clean brakes, and we're gonna be painting this one because this is my last brake caliper that is red. So we're gonna be doing that in green. And like I said, the lug nuts, those are going to be green also. So we're just going to add a little bit of fluid. Because you don't want to run that dry, because if you run that dry, you're going to have to bleed the system all back over again. Oh, what am I doing? I just scrubbed the black paint off of the lugs. I just go ahead and do this flame-proof primer It's got like a ridiculous amount of heat that this thing can withstand, but I figure I just like to get a little bit of primer on here just before I go straight to this green paint. So let's go ahead and we'll spray the 2 last lugs with this primer. While my lugs are drying with the primer and the paint, I'm going to go ahead and start on this wheel. I'm just going to Scotch-Brite it and then just leave all this plastic dip on here. This is what this stuff is. It's just in matte black. So I'm just going to leave this coat on here, and we're just going to sand it down, and then we're going to just paint right back over it. We'll give it a second layer of this black. So Scotch-Brite, and I got a little bucket of water. And we'll just start sanding. Ugh. Ugh. Alright, so I got that done. Let's go over here and check out the... Ooh, I got some new fluid coming through. That's good. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to seal this off. Going to close this on up. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch this hose and try not to spill a whole lot. Not too bad. Not too bad. And we'll let it drain on down. Whee! We'll break these bolts back here. And we'll take off this caliper. Take that one. And for the wrench. Something like this. There we go. Alright. One bolt, and we'll take the second one. This one you gotta kind of wiggle. Alright. Now I doubt this will come out, so I'm gonna have to beat it. Where's Mr. Mallet? Where are you, Mallet, my friend? There you are. When in doubt, use the mallet. Alright, let's beat this guy a little bit. Just gotta give it a little tappy. Just a little tap, tap-a-roo. Something like that. Now you stay there. I forgot something. Alright. Use my bungee strappies. So I'll wrap it around up here a couple times. Something like this. Alright. And then a hooky to that. Alright. Now the fun part. There's one. And come on, you can do it. There's two. Alright, I guarantee you I have to re-grease these pins here, because on the other one it was dry. And I don't like that. So I'm going to push these out. Yeah, these, not much grease in there. It's okay. Baby gonna fix you. Alright, there's one, and then we'll just push. Sometimes you gotta make certain noises. You gotta make weird noises when you're working on a car. It helps. What the hell? There. Got my grease bearing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze some of this. Oh, gee, this stuff is messy. Wow. Squeeze it on into the hole. Just like this. Pack it on in there. Alright, then yesterday I made this little thing. This is a straw, and I just put some tape, duct tape on the end, and I just use this to push it. Push the grease into the hole. I know this is weird, ain't it? But, hey, you know what? It's gotta be done. I want my little piston thing in here to move really smooth. Alright, let's do the other one. Squeeze up some grease. Squeeze it on in the hole. Let me go with some more. We need more. Alright, get my handy dandy little push rod and just work it in there. Something like this. Alright, get these, we'll coat these a little bit. Before we push them back in. Alright, that's pushy. Now this stuff is tough. This gave me a nightmare of problems on the other side, because it wouldn't go in the boot. But hey, you know what? It's a new day. It's, plus your hands are slippery, so that don't help. Gotta celebrate these little things. You gotta... Oh, I got it. I just got a pushy. I got it. Yay! Gotta celebrate them small victories. Seal that in there. Get the boot around. There we go. Alright, time for the other one. Where's the other one at? Let's coat this one, since my fingers are so slippery. This stuff is so slippery. Alright, let's go for number 2. Doesn't help that I got a mosquito. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you before you get me. Mr. Mosquito, don't bother me while I'm trying to push this in here. I'm on the edge. Oh my goodness, I almost got it, I almost got it. You gotta talk to it, you gotta talk to it. You gotta talk, see that? See what happens when you talk? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, nicely sealed, nicely seated. Now I gotta wash my hands. This stuff gets everywhere. Good grief. So what I did on the other side is I just put it back together, so I got the brake, everything already mounted back on, and I'm just gonna paint it while it's on here. I found that a little bit easier. Now the front ones, I did replace them entirely, so I painted them on the garage floor, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Scotch-Brite. We're just gonna kind of rough it up, get some of this nasty stuff off, and then we're gonna do the 2000 degree primer on here, which is kind of overkill, and then we're gonna paint them green. And I figure I'll just take some newspapers and we'll just kind of mask off the this drum here, or the rotor. So I just took newspapers and we masked off this caliper. I got some tape here holding it up. So what I don't want painted is covered up with newspaper, and what I do want painted is going to be the caliper. So we're going to do this primer. We're going to do probably about 2 coats of this, and then let it dry for a little bit, and we're going to go and hit it with the green. So here we go. So I'm going to let that dry for a little bit, and we're going to go on over here to the tire, and we're going to spray it down with another coat of Plasti Dip. So I already cleaned the rim off. I got this little piece of paper. It's like a little flyer, and I was going to use that to wedge it in between the wheel here, and I can just kind of mask off where I don't want the overspray to go. So we're just going to cover this whole thing. I'm going to show you what this Plasti Dip does. It's actually like a rubber paint. So if you don't like it after when you spray it down, you can always just peel it off. So I got a little bit left in this can, and I got a paint can here, and we're just going to spray it on here. I brought the paint can in that we sprayed the Plasti Dip on. So this is the rubber paint that I sprayed on my wheels out there. And if I ever want to go back to the silver color, all I got to do is just peel it off. And then that's basically it. It's really, really simple. So I got a little corner here started. And all you got to do is just kind of pick at it with your fingernail. And then you just kind of roll it with your finger. And it just comes off basically like rubber. And after when you get it started, you can just peel it. And it's kind of like a latex glove. And it's actually like really fun to kind of peel. Just like that. And it just comes off. And voila. So now we're moving on to coat number 2. Now it's time for coat number 2. Cool, cool, cool. I think it is dry, and I got 2 coats, and it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and take all this newspaper off and see what we got. Let me get my lug nuts. One, two, three, four, five. Let me get my tire. Gotcha. Gotcha. going down. We're taking a quick break real quick because I just got a box in the mail. So, you know how we're doing the green calipers, we're doing the green lugs, and we're doing the black wheels. So, I've been wanting to do this for a while because the clear coat on my car has been all peeling off. It's starting to kind of look weathered and it's showing its age. So, I'm going to give it a fresh, new paint job. So I've been going back and forth on a color, actually 3 colors. So I thought about it for a while and I kept coming back to this color that I've been wanting to do. So you might know what color it is. It's the color on my wall because I got the green and I got the purple, and that is kind of what I want to do with my car. So I want to make it a little bit different, kind of make it fun. So I got spray paint. I was going to get it in a gallon and then put it through the gun and then shoot it on that way. But you know what? I always kind of wanted to do like a spray paint car just to see what it looks like, how it comes out. And I think it would be pretty fun to do a spray paint job on a car. So if this comes out really, really good, then I have plans on clear coating it with my clear coat down here. I got enough of it to blast over the whole entire car. So I want to know what this looks like on there and then see how cool it is or see how not cool it is. I'm hoping for the best because this purple is pretty cool. It definitely is pretty cool. And I got 10 of them just to make sure I have enough to go around the entire car. So I'm excited. I'm excited, and I also got this right here. I got 2 cans of this plastic dip. This is the smoke, so I figure I would go ahead and peel off the headlight covers and the taillight covers because they're like super dark and they're super black, and they've been on there for probably like 8 years or something like that. So I'm going to see if I can peel those off, and then we're going to plastic dip them and figure out how dark I want them. I might not do them super dark because it kind of is a pain in the butt when you're driving at nighttime and you got headlight covers on and they're smoked out. It is hard to see. So I might not do the fronts as dark as what the back ones are, but you know what? We'll see. But I got a bunch of this stuff and I am super ready to see what a purple car looks like with spray paint. So call me crazy, but I'm gonna have a lot of fun. That's all there is to it. You know what? I am gonna thoroughly enjoy doing all the sanding, doing all the prep work, and the taping off and masking and stuff like that. And then we're gonna be shooting this whole car with spray paint in gloss purple. And if it comes out super slick and it looks awesome, we're clear coating this thing. So that's going to be my first time jumping in right off the deep end, and we're going to be clear coating this thing. So I don't know. I can't guarantee you what that's going to look like, but I'm going to try my absolute hardest to make this thing look really, really good. And this stuff was super cheap. That was another thing. I didn't want to spend like a bunch of money on like professional paint because I ain't no professional. So this 1 can of this was like $3.48. So super cheap to paint this whole entire car, so I'm not really out a whole lot of money if it doesn't come out the way I want it. But you know what? Regardless, I'm going to have fun. That is it. That is it. That is it. I'm going to have a total blast messing around with all this purple and putting it out there on the car and seeing what a purple SRT looks like. That's going to be purple and green and some black. Oh man, I love the color of the lugs and I love the green calipers with the black wheels. That looks so sweet. I am like, I'm excited, man. This looks really good. And then here's the other side. the back side. So everything is all done. I took it for a spin just around my neighborhood to make sure everything is working, and these brake pads over here are working really good, so I don't even have a squeak no more. They grip really good, so I'm super excited about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and on my next video, we're gonna be sanding this all down with 400 grit. We're gonna be taking off this little stupid pinstripe thing going on here and going all the way down here. And we're gonna get it ready for some paint. And then depends on what the paint looks like. If I like the way everything looks in the purple, and then I will go ahead and we're gonna clear coat this thing. So I wanna go ahead and see what the purple looks like on this thing. I think it's gonna be sweet, especially with having the black wheels, the green pads, and the green lugs. So, oh man, I got a lot of sanding to do. So, this is exciting. This is exciting. I got you a close-up of the primer and the paint here. The paint right here says it's got a resistance to oil and fluids. So I don't know how well this stuff will hold up on a brake caliper. I never used either one of these, but I'm hoping for the best. And if I have to touch up a caliper or two, I'm totally cool with that. That's no big deal. That is basically it for this video. I do want to kind of give you a heads up on what to expect on my next video. I will be doing a lot of prep work, getting things ready. I'm going to be doing a boatload of sanding. This thing has to be sanded all over the place, so I'll be doing a bunch of that. And then we're going to be cleaning it. Then we're going to be spray painting this thing with all these rattle cans. I've never used this much spray paint probably in my entire life. So I'm going to be going through quite a few cans. Hopefully I don't need more than 10. I think 10 will be enough, and if it looks really, really good, we're going to go ahead and we're going to clear coat this thing. So that should be fun. That should be very interesting on something that I haven't done for a really long time. But other than that, I mean, this is going to be a really learning experience for me. This is going to be a very fun learning experience for me, and I know that there's going to be things that are going to kind of give me trouble, but I'm just going to roll with it. I'm cool. I'm going to keep my chill. And I'm just going to keep having fun and doing what I like to do. So hopefully in this next video, you'll find this even more entertaining than this video. Because it's going to be either super cool. I'm going to have a super cool purple car, purple and green, like a Joker themed car. Because that's actually what I was going for. And I clear coat this thing, that all comes out really good, or it's going to completely bomb and it's going to look so bad and so horrible. But either way, I'm going to still make a video. I'm going to still upload this thing. And you know what? You guys might actually be thinking that, hey, Adam, why don't you airbrush on your car? I have thought of that. And I would totally love to, because this whole purple and green kind of theme is like a Joker. And I love purple. I got purple on the wall. I got purple all over the place. So maybe down the road, I can always wet sand some of my clear and bring in maybe a couple car parts, or take my airbrush stuff out there in the garage and spend tens of hours and doing a really cool masterpiece over an entire car and then re-clear coating it. So I have been thinking kind of in the future. I want to say thanks everybody for watching any of my past videos or even this video. That is huge. That is so cool. And I've learned a lot about you guys, so I always like the comments, whether they're good comments or they're bad comments. I take them either way. I love just hearing about you. I want to wish you guys all a very great day, and stay positive, because that does go a long way. And we did it for this video, so the pressure is on for me to make another video and to have a cool car that looks better than what it is now. So the pressure is on, but I can take it. I can take it, and I'm ready. I'm super excited, and I'm super ready. So thanks again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.